Look, only this were the real Batman. Oh, 'tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, that his too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew.
Oh, Riddler, honey, that's beautiful.
I wrote it myself.
Little do they suspect the real reason why I stole the wax figure of Batman. I knew those dull customs inspectors would never think of looking for this revolutionary new ring of wax universal solvent in the mannequin of their precious champion.
Big deal. Wax is wax. What's so special about this stuff?
Oh, you don't know, my pretty little Martha, what a universal solvent is. It can eat through anything. This remarkable wax can be found only in the hives of the Cognac district of France. No wonder the United States government has banned its importation. It might fall into the wrong hands. Why, with this illegally imported substance, there is no vault I cannot enter. Oh, hear me, world! Nothing can stop me now!
Oh, Riddler, you're so over the top. Let's go, everybody. Nobody can accuse Frank Gorshin for leaving on the field, man. He's doing Shakespearean soliloquies and everything. This guy got his money's worth. You got what you paid for when you send Frank Gorshin. He was the best Riddler, in my opinion, far and away. Frank, the other guy, John Aston.
I can't think of a better one.
Yeah, but John Aston was his replacement later on. But I just kept thinking of him as Gomez. You know, he just didn't. I just couldn't. He just, in my mind, he'd never be as good as Frank. He was just such a physical actor too. You know, he was just like, you got totally into the camp of it all and just like embraced it. He was so over the top, man. Anyway, hello everyone.
What up?
What up, everybody?
It is Wednesday again. The chat is popping already.
The chat
we got
is popping.
80s guy. He was here for Whiskey and Women. He says
that's
the wrong show, but I'm hoping it's not the wrong show. Hopefully we can make it this show. That sounds fun.
Well, we might be able to find some whiskey, but I don't know about any women.
Hey, one can dream, right?
Sure.
We have, let's talk about it. Indie Comics and Reviews made it again, second year in a row. Comic Book Community Award finalist for Review Channel. And so we are definitely up against some heavyweights, some great channels, obviously with Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers being the heavyweight. But let's have a good showing, and we got him on the stage once again. So shout out to the team for nominating this channel and getting us in. We also got Trev, the shipping guru, who was a multi-time finalist there for multiple awards. So shout out to Trev as well. CBCAwards.org. Voting is open now. So if you could shoot on over there and get Indie Comics and Reviews a vote, we'd very much appreciate it.
What's up, Trev? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. And this show, if you don't know about it, this is my comic book son, Marcus, known as Surcam Stances, and I'm Lorenzo. And we do this every Wednesday. This is just a comic book live stream where we talk about the stuff we picked up, and we have a curated list of books that I'm looking forward to next week, including the penultimate book, which is a book that I think deserves some extra shine, and it's probably the best indie book of the next week. But that's all brought to you, as it is every week, by the Alternative City Shop.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you find pins and magnets that I call CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Alrighty then. So, the weekend comic books.
Link in the chat. Get you a Ninja Bunny Assassin shirt and join the cool guy team. We got Damien sneaking in as well, another finalist for Lifetime Achievement Award for the Comic Book Community Awards. So shout out to Sleepy Reader. Good to see you. DeBuzo snuck in here as well. We got our guy Beckerman, who's probably watching wrestling, but he takes time to come through and say what up, and we appreciate it. Thank you, Beckerman, for coming through. Am I missing anybody? I think that's it. Oh, of course.
What
Lovely.
is that?
We haven't said hi to the lovely Miss Janet.
The better. Hello, Janet. The better. What is it? The better should probably give up. Oh wow,
It's fair.
You've been a henchman long enough to identify the sound.
I mean, it's a fair point.
Yes. See if I can work that into one of the intros one of these days. So much good stuff to choose from that show. Oh my God, it's just a treasure trove of camp, if you will. And I love me some camp. All right, hey, so what's new in the weekend comics, man? Anything popping? Any
I
good
caught
things?
up on World Tree finally.
Oh, you did,
Excited to be caught up on. I read today's issue as well.
Did you? Oh, no spoilers. I haven't read that mine yet. Oh my God. Oh yeah, yep.
I'm sure you got the Devil's Cut as well, but I was just reading Tynan's story as you let me into the studio.
Ah, wow. That's awesome. I can't wait to read that World Tree, man. That World Tree is going to be good. And that Devil's Cut, which is last week's penultimate book. Man, that's something to look forward to. So, man, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, man, let's get right to the books. I got a lot of books. I don't know about you, but I got a lot of books this week.
It goes down in World Tree, man.
Woo! I know it does. Can't wait to read it. All right, so first is Incredible Hulk number 3. I have not read this, of course. I haven't read anything today. I was running errands and just got here before showtime, as Marcus might attest to.
I read this one.
You did?
I read this one as well. Yeah, this one was good.
Wow.
I'm really enjoying this one.
This is
I'll probably be reading this one when it comes out. I'm locked in on this one.
That's great. Oh, I'm so glad. I stayed subscribed to the Hulk, which is now incredible again.
The art style it may not be for everybody, but I just feel like it fits the book. It really
does fit
for the book.
You know, I loved Ryan Ottley's. I thought Ottley, you couldn't get any better as a Hulk artist than Ryan Ottley. But I'm liking this guy. Who's this?
Nick Klein.
Nick Klein. Yeah, Nick Klein. He did some stuff on the King in Black and some other things too that I've read. Yeah, he definitely fits the horror mode.
Yeah, it's working. It's interesting.
Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant. This is the Phoenix homage cover. I like this. I don't think I even ordered this one. I ordered the Betsy Cola homage cover to Ms. Marvel number 1. I like this a lot. This is a nice looking cover. I did thumb through it a little bit and it looked okay in the first few pages, but I didn't have a chance to read it yet, so hopefully it doesn't suck. The whole series.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I know. Got a lot of DC for some reason. I think because I was behind on it. Oh, wow. Doom Patrol, number 5 of 7? 5 of 7, limited series. Looking good. I think this came out this week. I'm just picking it up.
I think it did, yeah.
However, Night Terror's Detective, number 2. See, I think this is one they snuck past me because I'm some sub to Detective, but I wasn't buying the Night Terror's Detective, so
got him.
This is just that serious. Well, hopefully something big happens in here and I won't be disappointed. It won't just be
I've heard good things, man. Everybody's saying it's been good. I have not read it myself.
Pocan Joe likes it. He likes it a lot. He's into it. I've seen some of his reviews about that series. And there's been some good, I like the Zatanna book that I read. Some people might not like it, but I like Zatanna. And I did buy this one on purpose. This is Night Terror's Night's End. The A cover with Deadman, one of my favorite DC D-list characters. So I like that. Hey, there's a couple of folks in here now.
Real Rude. We got Toon. Yeah, Rude comes through. Toon.
Smoke weed every day.
We got Mojo in the house.
Yeah, Toon.
There he is. What's up? What's up, homies?
And there's Mojo. Got my Mojo rising. This one, yeah, they got me again on almost any Adam Hughes cover. You can pretty much get me. I think this is Power Girl. Looks like her amulet and her cape. She just pulled it off and just let them all hang out. So I'm guessing that's what this is happening right here. But I think that's who it is. This issue probably,
baby?
yeah, this, yeah, baby. This issue is probably, this book, I should say, is, I don't know, was it Gnort's swimsuit issue? What's that? I don't know, but I bought it because of Adam Hughes. So there you go. I bought it. Blame me, because there's no one else to blame.
Blame yourself.
And Sandman Universe Nightmare Country. I love this book. I'm a little behind on. I haven't read the last 2 issues, but this is a James T. book. He is writing this himself, not just coming up with the idea for it. So I have no doubt that I will binge all 3 of those at one time and love it.
Was that a reference to the the Odd Life of Christopher Chaos or something?
Yeah, that was
the Oddly Pedestrian Life. That's what it is.
The Oddly Pedestrian Life. To me, it was an oddly pedestrian book, but some people liked it. So maybe I just need to read the next issue and see what happened. But the first one wasn't that impressive to me. But maybe I'll give another chance.
I got an A-OK with that book. It was a foil cover with 4 signatures on it. That was a pretty dope A-OK.
Oh, you didn't want to read that one.
No, of course not.
I know. You'll be able to find that number 1 in the dollar bin somewhere near you very soon. So
no, I have number 1.
Oh, you're okay. Yeah. Did you read it already or no?
No, I was saving it, and people haven't been giving a good review, so it kind of soured my excitement to read it too.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't read it. It's not. I will read
terrible, but I just thought it wasn't up to James T's quality, But maybe it'll get better. Yeah. Hopefully. Alice Never After, number 2. I got an Adam Hughes cover. This one coming too from my comic shop. It was the FOC cover, and I think at the time, it always pays to order those FOC covers that they don't have art for yet. Many times that's like a surprise good artist, and like, oh, look at this. I got look at this nice surprise that I got. So I got an Adam Hughes cover for this coming too.
I always order 3 copies of the FOC for something.
Really?
Yeah. I order 3 copies sight unseen.
Many times it's a good book, and you'll regret not ordering it. So yeah.
I got 5 copies of that Peach Momoko cover for House of Slaughter, so it worked out there.
Wow, that's a nice cover too. Hunger in the Dusk, wonderful fantasy book written by Willow Wilson. G. Willow Wilson.
Is she gonna be able to finish that?
G-Dub. I don't know, man. I mean, number 2 is out, and it's an ongoing series. So finish means like till further notice. So maybe if
because they're only doing
was acting all their
right?
They're non-licensed they're non-licensed entities or what do you call them? They're non-licensed properties. So who knows if this is going to last? It'd be a shame if it doesn't last. Maybe someone else will pick them up.
I think you got one, didn't you? The Inhyuk Lee number 1. That was really nice for this book.
Yeah, I did. And I like the book too. I mean, the story is good and the art is great. So I hope this survives and the writing is good. Here's hoping. I hope that they make an exception in this case, because if we keep buying it, maybe they'll just keep making it. Let's hope,
We got Taki in the house. Taki made an appearance last night on FOC and Chill, so that was super dope to get an appearance from the elusive Taki 616. It's good to see you, homie.
Hey,
saying
Taki.
that the firepower covers got him.
Really? In a bad way?
That's how they get you.
Yeah,
that's how they get
firepower.
That's how they get me.
Yeah, I mean, they get me with all those covers.
I've been talking about, this naive comic book buyer that everyone feels like they need to protect. And I've been saying, does this person exist? And maybe he exists, and maybe he's me. maybe I'm the naive comic book buyer that needs to be saved.
We have found the enemy. and it is us. Yes. So, Black Hammer, this is the end. My only friend. Yeah, so this is coming to an end, I guess. Maybe. Maybe Jeff is just messing around with us. Jeff Lemire is writing this excellent series. Maybe he just wants to wrap it up. That would be cool too, because it would be closure to a great volume. I don't mind things coming to an end. That's how indie comics work. They shine for a while and they go away, like Calvin and Hobbes. They don't last forever. It's some things.
I enjoyed Black Hammer Reborn, but I decided not to do this one because there was a lot of points where I was like, I was clear that I wasn't getting the full picture because I didn't know everything that was going on. I wasn't getting all the references. So I think I'd rather go back than try to go forward at this point.
I recommend a lot of libraries have graphic novels and trades in their collections. So if you can find Black Hammer, like start as far back as you can and just start checking those out and work your way up to see if you like the series. And then you can decide if you want to oh, yeah. Yeah, I think
I've actually been buying a lot less single books lately. I mean, I'm still faithfully following certain covers, or certain titles, but I'm not expanding as much on trying out new stuff as much. And what I'm going to do with that saved money is I'm going to get into the omnibus game, baby. So, Black Hammer Omnibus, here I come.
Wow!
I freaking love omnibuses. They're so pretty. Look, I love hardcover comics, man. They're so pretty to me.
They are pretty.
Gosh darn,
they are pretty,
gorgeous, man.
And if you have the money to spend and the space to store them, that's probably not a bad idea, I'd say. Yeah.
They're so expensive, but my shop usually has like sales where it'll be like 25% off, and that's when you go in and make a killing on them. That's my plan anyway.
Yeah. That was Phil. Yeah, I agree, man. And I have that addiction too. I bought the second cover to this one. Oh, wrong book. The second cover to that other Black Hammer as well. That's coming from my comic shop. So I'm a completionist as far as that series goes. Yeah, I know. That's why I kind of wouldn't mind it, and that's something you could read again. And it would be fresh in your mind because there's so many different variations and there's so many different stories in that Black Hammer universe. Man, that's got to be some kind of a film property one of these days when we get the writers and the actors back, God willing.
We got both the Phils sneaking in. Hashtag never enough Phils. We got Philtastic Comics coming in off his Reggie Collects appearance. Coming off his Reggie Collects appearance.
He was on Reggie Collects, just like you. You were on Reggie Collects too.
Yeah, that feels like forever ago now.
You're Reggie Superstars, yeah. Maybe someday.
That's a reason. That's like this scarlet letter in the comic book community on Instagram. If you like, I don't know if you've seen on my page, but I posted that comic Tom clip, and if you look at the comments, it's kind of crazy. But it's like there's a real sentiment among comic book culture where like if you get too big, people don't like you for whatever reason.
That's ridiculous, man. I mean, look, Tom and Reggie are big in this community. True that they're two of the biggest in this community. But in the long run, you got like people in the mainstream YouTube community like have millions of followers and stuff, man. Like the stupidest shit.
They're tiny. Yeah, they're so tiny.
I mean, I just discovered like Fauzi, some fucking guy who's going nuts and like filming every moment of it for his live stream, and now he's gone off the edge, and he's got like 20 million people watching him melt down. It's like, so for this community to be, this is such a small community. Now I know I'm a niche within a niche, because I'm an indie comics guy and I'm a weird guy to boot. So I know I'm never gonna be big like that. Never. I'm as big as Tom or hell even Bueller or anybody else. But that's okay. I mean, I'm cool with this right now. I'm loving this community as it is. To me.
Yeah, well, that's what.
Yeah, I'm great. This little corner of the community, I'm very happy with it. And I don't hate on other guys because they're bigger than me. That's ridiculous.
That's a good point, and that's the beauty of this community is that it is a small community, but it also is big enough for you to find your own little corner of it. And I think a lot of times I see people find their little corner of it, and it's not enough for them to be in their corner of it. They have to take shots at the other corners of the community that they don't like. And it's like, why do you even give a I don't understand.
I
Like
don't
there was a
either.
number of people there was a number of people who took time out of their day to come comment on my profile who've never commented or interacted on anything I've ever done, but they felt the need to take time out of their day to say stuff about Comic Tom. And it's like, man, like why do you have this much energy for it? If it's a part of the comic book community. Obviously you're not a fan of it. It doesn't have to exist to you. Like,
Exactly.
but obviously it does.
Exactly.
Some people say jealousy, and I do think there's an element of jealousy. I think a lot of people feel like they could do what Comic Tom is doing, and they think they could do it better and differently, and they think that he should do it differently, and there's a jealousy that comes from that. Now maybe that's unfair, but that's my read, man.
Well, you know what? Maybe they should get them a channel and do it the way they want to do it. How about that?
Yeah.
Let him do his
Well,
channel
a
the way he
lot of
want
them
to do it,
have.
and you do your channel the way you want to do it, and everybody be happy.
A lot of them have.
You know?
And they're mad they're not as big, you know. I mean, that dude is running quite an operation from what I can see.
Oh, Tom?
He's running quite an operation.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
he's
yes.
running quite an operation.
Oh yes.
And a lot of
Yes.
people are mad about the money he's making. You're not allowed to make money in comics.
A lot of people need lives. you know,
Yeah.
Tom probably, none of my business, but he was probably, making a little bit of money. He said he came from banking, so he was not a stranger to money once he came into this hobby. And he just found this thing like, hey, this is I'm gonna focus on this now, and I think that's smart on his part. So yeah, I got nothing but love for him. It's people that hate on other folks, man. You need to find you a life, folks. I mean, just come on now. Just focus on the positive. Focus on what you can do. If you don't like it, don't watch it. What's this chaos talking about here? You're Fusi.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't say that. Oh my God, man.
The community talks about the community more than it talks about comics. That's not fair.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's just oh, I don't get that. Don't get it. Don't like it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't watch a lot of Comic Tom's content anymore. I watch it in the beginning, but I definitely don't watch it as much because I don't really give a shit about the top tens anymore and stuff. I'll
Mhm.
watch him when I might skip through the top 10 and see if there's a book I care about, but for the most part, I'm really not. I'm not into his stuff really, but I like him. And I don't think he's the fake person like so many people seem to think he is. I think he does turn it on in a sort of the way that I turn it on when I go to work and I have to talk to customers and help them fix their computers. And I'm turning it on because I'm at a job. So I think maybe there is an element of that, and that people are kind of turned off by that. But he seems like a genuine dude to me, and he's employing a lot of people in this and in doing this thing. So now, whereas some people have anger, I have respect, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's a high energy guy. He's just channeling that energy toward his YouTube persona, which is what you want to do. He's engaging. I mean, like Rude said,
Yeah.
it's not really for me, but I don't got no hate for him or nothing. So it's like, it's not for
Yeah.
you. Just don't watch it. Problem solved. You're
I
welcome.
I like the dude. I just don't really watch his content a whole lot, but I do like the dude.
Yeah, I like the dude, and I do watch his content. I like especially like the trending 10 that he does from the trending the trending 20, but mostly I don't get into the top 10 because I'm not that big of a baller. I'm not going to be buying like a FF number 6, anytime soon. But hey,
always like
you got
that is
it.
not my lane. That's why I don't care. He's like, that is not my lane,
Hey.
guys. I know that's y'all's lane, but that is not my lane.
Yes.
Yes.
Beckerman
sent me this. Beckerman sent me this dope sketch on IG today and was like, "Do you think this is? I think I like this, but do I $750 like this?" And I was like, "Bro, I am absolutely the wrong person to ask because I would never spend that much money. I mean, it's awesome and I love it, but I couldn't imagine spending that much money. That's crazy."
Was Beckerman considering buying that book?
Beckerman, when it comes to and I've said this before, there's levels to this comic book game. There's the floppies and the singles, the trades, and the omnibuses. But I think the natural evolution of someone who's been in it as long as he is you get into the original art, and that's the area that he's
Yeah.
really playing in now.
Yeah, because I can only imagine what his collection looks like. So, yeah, I mean, that's the next logical step. Yeah. So yeah. Yep. So there's that. Speaking of that book we just talking about, World Tree, number 5. Man, oh man, oh man, Chevys. He knows it's going to be which was also a really like another book that was recently that I read. I can't find it right now. Was oh, here it is. Bad or Big Game, number 2. I don't know if you're subbing to this. This is from last week.
Maybe I should have, because I'm into a lot of the Miller stuff, but I did not get that one. Maybe I should have.
Yeah,
yeah, Sleepy.
It's not too late.
OG art is the boss level, And somebody mute that Chaos and Comics guy. That guy sucks. Somebody mute him.
What's Chaos?
Can we get a moderator to? Can we get a moderator to mute Chaos? We need to mute Chris.
Well, you have a wrench.
Guys, appreciate
it's up to you.
I'm not gonna
use that wrench.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you guys in your your irony, I never can tell when you're serious or not. Are you serious? I don't know.
No, I'm not serious. I'll be back on. Chris, I'll be back on screen when we get to the next week books. Okay, calm down.
Yes, looks like
it'll take time to restore chaos.
Yes, it's already been restored, so don't have to worry about that. Conan the Barbarian, number 2. Conan the Barbarian, number 2.
What cover is that one? I got the A cover.
This is the E cover, which is by Dan Parent. Dan Parent's famous for drawing. You can tell by the reference here. Yep, that's right.
Hold on. I feel like I should see it, but
you don't see it?
No, I don't know.
Where are you looking?
Who is it?
It's Dan Parent. Dan Parent. You drew Archie. You drew a lot of Archie.
Archie.
Books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I see it.
Yeah. So it's...
Okay. Of course, that's the cover you get. Okay, I see it. I like it. It looks cool. I really like the A cover for this one.
Worst Conan cover ever, says comic book guy. Yes. Yes, it's very much your health.
Yeah.
You should get.
Damien.
I'm tacky.
That's Chris. Chris just concerned about everybody. That's Chris for sure.
Tomb don't think so. Damn right. Yeah, that's there. I looked past all the other wonderful covers. They're like, oh, that was a Dan Parent Archie cover. Look out. I'll take that.
Why is Chris hating on it? Because it's too cartoony. It is kind of a mix mash with Conan and cartoony world.
Uh-oh. Earthquake. There was maybe there's some hardcore Conan fans out there. It's like, we just got Conan right. We don't want to put any Archies in there. Best Archie. That's right. Yeah, I haven't read the second yet. Yeah, me either. But it might be the best Archie cover version yet. So yes, I'm all for that.
Tomb. Well, Tomb is raving about the new series, and I've been hearing great things about the new Conan series. It's part of the reason why I went ahead and picked it up and stuck with it.
Yeah. I mean, I just picked up number 1, I think, a few days ago from my comic shops. I haven't had a chance to read that yet, but I've just on the strength of everyone saying that it's good, I got number 2. So I didn't want to be left out. My FOMO was raging, so I had to make sure that I picked it up.
A lot of people rail against FOMO, but this is one of the things that I'm thinking about is FOMO kind of keeps the comic book industry afloat. Our FOMO is what pays people's salaries, right? So like if your FOMO is bankrupting your account, then okay, chill the fuck out. But like if you got money to spend and you're gonna blow it somewhere else, blow it on comics, man. Let's go.
It's a lot of things you could be spending your money on, man. So I think FOMO regulated under control is just fine. Yeah. So So how big do you have to be before people start hating on you? Well, It hasn't happened to me yet, so that might be a barometer of what it takes.
Man,
bigger than me.
I've got
way bigger than me.
I've got some haters. I got some haters on
You got
Instagram.
haters too? I probably do too. I just don't pay attention. See, problem solved.
I pay
You're
attention.
welcome. It's like Tinkerbell. If you don't believe in her, she doesn't exist. If you don't engage a troll, they don't exist. That's the worst thing you can do to them. They want attention. Listen to me. Don't ignore me. Just don't pay attention to them. Poof. You're gone.
Well, see, that's the thing. I am also a troll, so I actually enjoy it. It is fun for me.
I don't know. See, Tom is doing 20. Yeah. I mean, the guy's ahead of the curve. And he's got one of the biggest fucking collections that I've ever seen. He's a partner to one of the biggest collections that you ever want to see in your life. All right, so
can confirm what Chris is saying. I don't like chaos in comics. That guy sucks. It's pretty small, but I don't like him.
Speaking to God. I'm always speaking to God, Chris. Yes, always. me and him are right here. We're like this. And this one is this is actually a Sean Murphy cover of The Plot Holes. He did a bunch of covers for this book that he's part of. This is the first. I know Tom and Fire Guy Ryan's book is coming out soon from Whatnot, but this is the first thing that actually hit the streets from Whatnot that I'm actually excited about. So looks good. Sean Murphy in there.
We got Stapled Spine in the house.
Stapled Spine.
Stapled Spine.
Ja, Stapled Spine. Jawohl. All right, so in the last book, of course, is last week's penultimate book, which is The Devil's Cut. And we all know about the origin of The Devil's Cut and from the distillery label. And I was able to pick up this one.
I'm wondering, is it going to be the new hot thing? Is this new publisher going to work out, man?
And this is what is the wraparound, the reach around cover here from Francavilla, from Francesco Francavilla. So you're going to Portland in October, huh? We'll see it though. You should come in September. Someone will be there for Rose City. Rose City, allegedly. I'm going to be there.
Damien tangoed with early Comics Gate. That sounds fun. That doesn't sound fun at all, actually. That sounds dreadful.
Oh, God almighty. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's that Comics Gate shit was just atrocious. Talk about trolls.
Yeah. I don't like it.
The worst kind.
When it's about silly shit like, oh my God, you like Comic Tom, it's funny to me. But like when it gets about serious stuff, it's like, okay, this isn't funny anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, rude amen to that, brother. It's like the real world. Can't we all just be friends? We all, I mean, no matter what kind of comics you like, from DC to Marvel to indie, we all in the same boat, y'all. The horror to, we're all in the same boat. Let's just all get along. I mean, let's just do this. And yes, 80s guy, that's an oversized book. This is way over. It won't even fit in a magazine bag. So
because it's like the DC Black Label books, but it's thick, so thicker. It's hard to get in there.
Thicker.
Yeah,
it's a $10 book, and my feeling is, was it? Yeah. My feeling
the same thing you were saying. Go ahead.
My feeling is it's going to be it's going to be like a previews book. This is what they want this to be, more so than like a collectible. It's a collectible, and it may, depending on how these series inside this book take off, what they want you to do is treat it like a book to order from, rather than like something like to put in a bag and save and not touch and stuff like that. They want you to buy the books that are coming out from them post this book right here. So this is kind of like a big promo, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be right on that, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh,
what's up? I'm back.
You're back
on the road again.
Oh,
just can't wait to get on the road again.
I got to get. Let's see, where's the penultimate? Let me move this out of the way here, folks. Just give me a chance. I forgot to set everything up. I was so late getting in, I didn't get a chance to set everything up. We'll be with you shortly.
I just can't wait to get on the
A
road.
customer service rep will be with you shortly. So please, please tip your waitress. All right, so here we go.
Oh, let me get my list pulled up here.
There we go. Finally got it.
Let me follow along at home.
Uh-oh. This guy's gonna give me shit if I miss something out here. All right. So here it is. Next week's comics.
Just doing my job, sir.
I know. I don't know what I'd do without you. Man, for real though. Batman 137. Have we been without Batman for a minute? Has he taken a break through the night terrors?
Yeah.
Night terrors.
All of DC has. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Terry Funk, the wrestling world. I forgot to mention him. And I know a lot of the wrestling folks, Beckerman, you probably know who Terry Funk is. I wasn't up on Terry Funk until I saw he had passed.
There was the other guy, was it Bray Wyatt as well, who was much younger, who had passed away. That was really sad.
A wrestling guy?
Yeah, I think Bray Wyatt, I think was his name. I actually was not familiar with. I knew Terry Funk from back in the day, but I wasn't familiar with Bray Wyatt. But apparently he was well known and well loved. So, and he was only 36. He had heart problems. So,
oh really?
We're all of the age, and I'm saying this to myself as much as I'm saying to anybody listening. But like, we're at that age where it's time to have a relationship with your doctor, and to know what you need to be doing to take care of yourself. I know I need to get that done myself.
Yeah, those of us who have access to doctors, that'd be a great thing to do. Some of us are not so fortunate to have, healthcare.
No.
So many of us are just, just playing it by ear and hoping for the best. So yeah, but if you can get yourself checked and eat healthy and live healthy and live a healthy lifestyle, that would help things a lot. So yeah, I mean. But then this guy here, just in his 30s, so you just never know, man.
Oh, poor Damien. Yeah, if you know, I mean, and that's part of the fun for me, Damien, is like the common themes that they all use. And it's always interesting to me the ways in which they try and get to you. Like, it's just fun to me to see how they do it. Like like a lot of times their tactic is to just completely make up an entire life for you and then project it on you and then use that to belittle you. But I just find the different tactics that these trolls use to try and hurt your feelings interesting and funny, because it's like, how could you possibly think this is going to hurt my feelings? This is dumb. This is extremely stupid.
Exactly.
So yeah, I have fun with it. But yeah.
Unless you let it. It won't hurt unless you let it.
Cuck.
Yeah,
Cuck is one of their favorite ones, man. They love Cuck.
Most of these people are projecting as well, too. So just be aware of that. Okay, so yeah. And my beloved has got a great idea there. That's what we do. I'm going to show you our garden one of these days. I think I may have talked about it, but and Damien saw it. Damien, when you saw it, it looks completely different now, man. It is blown up. I mean, people are driving by looking like, wow, what is that? I mean, she gets compliments on her garden all the time now. We got stuff, man. We got all kinds of green leafy vegetables. We got blueberries we can't even finish eating. We just have people come by and pick blueberries. Hey, want some blueberries? Want some kale? Some people come by and pick that stuff.
Sounds like a good problem.
Oh man, we got garlic hanging, like fresh organic garlic. Tomatoes on the way. Green beans, grapes coming, and I've left some stuff out, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, so nothing is for sure, but you can eat healthy. It damn sure helps.
Yeah, and she mentions hydrating, and hydrating has been something that I've been. I realized that drinking coffee all day, it doesn't really work, and then drinking soda after you drink coffee is not a good idea. And so I've really been focusing on drinking water.
That's a horrible idea. Soda is horrible. I mean, coffee is bad.
I've really started to notice it.
Yeah, soda is where it's a shame, because it's such an innocent thing like soda. You wouldn't think that you give to your children wouldn't be so bad. Even juice, even the freaking fruit juice. What's wrong with fruit juice? It's like a sugar bomb. Fruit was meant to be eaten whole. not like concentrated and broken down like crack. And that's what juice basically is. Is sugar is a juice crack, which comes from a guy who loved juice and had to give it up. But anyway, so they do take forever. They do take forever, but they be worth the wait though.
I need to get my kids out to the farm so they can help you guys with those blueberries.
You're welcome to come over. Meanwhile, my boy Chaos is over here. Yes, I would like to talk comics at some point.
Oh,
so let's just do that.
All right.
All right.
Whatever.
So Batman's been gone for a few weeks. Thank you, Chaos. Paid miniature, yeah, man. Well, a good time, not a long time, man. Oh man, that's why it's too short to worry about trolls and people calling your names who you don't even see, who are probably projecting who they are themselves. So yeah, let that sink in for a while, folks. KO chips, oh yeah.
Oh wow.
You must eat chips. Yes.
Quit coffee. Tomb, I think about it like if I just drink water instead of coffee in the morning, but I don't want to give up that little piece of happiness. I don't think I can do it, Tomb. I know I should though, but I don't think I can.
You can drink your coffee if you don't drink too many cups a day, and for every cup of coffee you drink the equal amounts of water
to
cancel it out. Equal amounts.
Brush your teeth a lot too.
Yes,
it tears your teeth up.
Oh yeah, the acid goes through your teeth, and there's sugar in it. That's why the soda is so bad, because sugar eats through your enamel on your teeth, and it goes into your system, and you know what it does in your body. So yeah, sugar is just evil. It may be overrated, but damn, they're good. And they're antioxidants. I know the segmented berries. I know what you're going with this. The segmented, like your raspberries and your blackberries, are better. We have more antioxidants, but the blueberries have antioxidants, and they are freaking delicious. And we have a million of them.
I hate Chris. Look at Chaos in Comics. He's shouting out my Instagram hater today. My Instagram hater, who is a private account, has 0 followers and is following one person. That was my hater today, and Chris is shouting him out. So
see, and you let him get to you. You let him get to you. There you go. What we just talk about? What we just talk about?
My hater didn't. Hold on. My hater didn't. Hold on.
No sugar milk.
Hold on.
No sugar or milk. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's better. You need to get your, it's a lot of caffeine, which that's another issue. But you just need to get hydrated with a lot of water. And that's my doctor, my Dr. Oz talk for today. So that's it. Recreational sugar, yes, recreational, because you got sugar in shit that you don't even know it's in, like bread and every little thing they put sugar in because it's addictive. Check out, last thing about health and shit like that, back to comics. Check out this podcast, and there's a book by the same name called Big Sugar, okay? And there's another book that's much older called Sugar Blues. That will rock your world, folks. I mean, you would take that away from your kids, and you would just it would change your life, because sugar is a slow-acting poison, and it is fed to us by big gangster industries who have powerful lobbyists who make sure that their shit is in all the food that we eat. And I'm through. That's all it is. Look that up in your Funkin' Wagnalls. So there you go. And now, back to Batman. All right, so we got this first issue here. This is our guy, Jorge. Jorge, 137. He does women especially well, and he does everything well. But yeah, he's one of those guys. I love the Batman behind there with that snarl on his face. That's pretty cool too. Joe Quesada's got a B cover. Gabriel Delato. Excuse me.
You can always tell his stuff. Or usually, not always, but usually.
Indeed. Rose Besh, they have a very unique style too. So a lot of good covers for this this return from from the nightmare realm. Pablo Villalobos, the Hispanic Heritage Month cover here. This is very dope. Of Bane. Look at this guy. This guy's style.
I ordered it.
It's bigger than my chest.
I ordered a few of the Rose Besh at FOC. I really liked that one.
That's pretty cool. That's some of the best work. And then there's a 125 Salvador La Roca cardstock variant. This guy getting cut by Batman's the razor blades on his glove, and the same Joe Q with the 1 for 50. Moving on to our other mainstay franchise superhero guy is the Amazing Spider-Man. To the trick-or-treaters. Yeah, give him out pants to the trick-or-treaters. Well, I might give him a quarter this year. I mean, but usually just like turn the lights out and just don't pretend we're not home. I know it's your favorite holiday, man. I know. I'm sorry, but I'm not a big participant in Halloween anymore. But yeah, I'm a bad guy, so I don't know what to tell you.
Say good night to the bad guy.
All right, so Spidey, ASM number, what the hell is this? 33 in the new numbering. So I guess now he's hunting Craven. The tables have been turned. He's become this I don't know what the hell he become last issue. I don't know. I didn't even read it. I just bought it for the cover.
You got me.
It's a Joey Vasquez variant. And then there's a Jung Jin Yoon variant. Your favorite homage. And be sure to pick up the other one too, without the background where he's carrying a guitar by the same dude. So yeah. And they got the Disney's thing still going on with the Miss Marvel. Okay, why Miss Marvel on Spidey's book, and Miss Marvel has a book that just came out? I don't know. Let's not even go down that road. And a 1 for 25, Gleason, who always does some dope work. And Gleason, I tell you, and I still love those like Charlotte's Web's ones that people call them. They did with the
Webheads.
Solid. Yeah, I love those still. And Moon Knight.
Those seem to be done. He hasn't done one in a while.
He has. I think. Well, he wrapped up that whole series. You don't want to do too much of that. You don't want to wear it out like the damn Disney books. I mean, my God. Okay, we get it. We've seen all the homages we want to see in Disney characters. So let's move on. Jose is here. Hey, how you doing, Jose? ASM cover.
Hey, what up, homie?
Yeah. Which ASM you meant to him? There's a couple of good ones. My favorite was I don't know, probably the 1 for 25 here, but there were some good ones in there. All right, so Moon Knight. I'm not following Moon Knight. I stacked a bunch of them, but I probably have fallen off recently. McKay is still knocking him out. Now here he's doing great. And looky here, X-Men. Speaking of books I'm not following, X-Men 26. We're not losing an X-Men. We're gaining an Avenger. I guess Tony Stark and the White Queen Emma Frost are getting married because I don't know, because she's pregnant. I don't know. No, that's not the reason at all. It's some contrived reason, as Marvel always has. First he was going to marry Hellcat, and now he's marrying a White Queen. Now they're just fucking with us. I don't know what's going on with this thing. What is it, Marvel? Come on. What are you doing? It's a nice cover, though, but I don't know if it's enough to make me buy the book. There's a Dodderman trading card variant. I do love the trading card variants, and I do love Dodderman's work. I'll probably not buy this. But the David Nakayama Hellfire exclusive, I can't make any promises because much like Adam Hughes, I am addicted to the cover art of David Nakayama. And yes, political marriage, exactly. It's all political. It's all political. It's I know, right? And he also has a Vagin cover of this also. Yeah, this is the man can. Some people can just do cheesecake well, and Nakayama and Hughes are excellent at that, and J. Scott Campbell. Hey, if I'm a bad guy for that, well, I've already said that. I've already said, you get the idea.
It's pretty nice.
Yes. And Birds of Prey is coming back yet again. Written by Oh God, who's the lady Thompson? I can't remember.
Kelly.
Is it Kelly Thompson or another Thompson? I can't remember. But I think it might be Kelly Thompson who's writing this. And this looks pretty good. I probably ordered it,
Yeah,
but I don't
it's
think
Kelly.
yeah, okay, cool. I probably pre-ordered this, but I'm not sure if I did or not. People ring the bell. Yeah, I know, right? Fantastic. Yes. Nobody's home. Okay. And all the dumb kids go away. The rest of them say, "Hey, I heard that." Yes. Kelly Thompson, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Both of you guys fact check me on that. And then there's multiple covers. I want to say I ordered this one already because if I saw it, I probably would have ordered it. This is pretty cool here. Who the
I
hell is this?
almost bought. I'm not reading this book, but I almost bought it because of this cover.
Well, this is the first issue.
In Hayek, isn't it?
You can't be reading it. It hasn't come out yet.
Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on grabbing.
Oh, you weren't planning on reading
it.
Okay.
I was gonna cover or buy this one just because I liked it so much, but I decided not to.
If I had a nickel for all the books I'm not reading, I just bought the cover for it, man. Oh man, I could retire right now. Yeah, so I don't even know who this character is, but I like it. It looks like Egyptian lady. I don't know who the hell that is, but I love the cover. I'll just buy it.
Yeah, I've cut way back.
Way back. Chris Bacalo has got a cover also of this. This is kind of interesting here. Has this style changed? Has it always been that way? This looks a little different to me. Well, I like it. And there's a Frank Cho triptych gatefold cover, so it says here. I love me some Frank Cho. I bet this is the one I probably bought. I think I pre-ordered 2 of these for their covers because I do like Birds of Prey. I like the concept of Birds of Prey. You know, all the marbles, like Batgirls, sisters doing it for themselves and all that jazz. And then there's a 1 for $25 Nick Bradshaw variant of Birds of Prey. It's got that old school flavor that I kind of like. Harley Quinn getting a puss full of boot from Black Canary. And Sun Kamunaki, I want to say is who the person is here.
Easy for you to say.
Woo, man. And they have an A and a B. So there you go. And there's a 1 for 100 Leonardo Romero. I think that's all for Birds of Prey. Yeah, so Peacemaker tries hard. This is a series I kind of regret not following. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. You have $200 in nickels, at least. Probably. I'll take that shit. Woohoo! I'm rich, bitches. Talking about someone's Substack. I got distracted. Oh, somebody's Substack. I was looking at. But anyway, Peacemaker tries hard. I've heard good things. I bought the first copy as a cover whore, but I have not read it yet. And everyone that's been telling me this is a pretty good series. So there you
go. I liked the HBO series a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to be able to see it one day if I ever get rid of my janky HBO that doesn't have it. Blue Beetle, #1, gets an ongoing series. Has anyone seen the Blue Beetle movie?
No, not yet, but I want to.
Oh, yeah. Tomb likes it too. That's what I'm talking about. It's, you got to have a sense of humor with a lot of these comic books, these superhero books, man. Sometimes you take them a little bit too seriously. And I love that Peacemaker's like. That's why I think that John Cena he was just born to be Peacemaker as RDJ was born to be Tony Stark. He does a great job doing that. And for his tiny onions to grow. Oh God, this guy's crafting poetry here. Waiting for his tiny onions to grow. Oh my God.
Got to make sure I have enough money.
I know, man. Yeah, you like the show, yeah, for shizzle.
You never know James Tynan could drop a new monster hiding in the shadow story at any moment, and you got to be able to pay for it.
You got that right. I'm still this close to joining his Substack. I don't know if I will or not, but I'm thinking about it. If anybody's Substack I would follow would be his. I haven't checked on how much it costs yet, but we'll see. See how the budget we'll have to cut out to do that. In other words, I'm gonna make cuts so I can do this. Big Time Collectibles has an exclusive variant for that Blue Beetle, which is kind of dope, and it's foil as well. So I bet this looks really dope in person. But if it's like $25, $30, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
That's pretty snazzy, though.
It is snazzy,
especially imagining it in foil.
Mm-hmm.
But it pops pretty nice.
David Lafuente has a cover also, and as does Emmanuel Vatiera. I want to say, if I'm not messing it up, hope it didn't. Looks very. This is for I think is for Hispanic Heritage Month here. Very artistic. Oh, this one is also this one's one by Pablo Villalobos. I think this is a regular, not an incentive. Yeah, so this is probably the dopest one I would get if I was going to get that book. I like this one.
That is nice. I like it too.
This is a Karan Grant, one for $25. It's kind of nice. Reminds me of some other character. But then Spectral Comics, San Diego Comic-Con variant, but this is going to cost you though. So for the money, I probably I got to go with that one. And this is nice, but I don't know if I pay that exclusive price for it.
I would just wait 6 months. It'll be pennies on a dollar.
There you pennies on the dollar. Pennies on the dollar, folks. All right, so Black Panther versus Deathlock. I'm not even reading Black Panther anymore, but since there was a mention of Deathlock on the cover, I had to shout it out because I remember in Deathlock was they brought him on to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as a guest. I thought, oh, Deathlock's going to blow up now. They're going to go into the deep part of his story. They're going to talk about Deathlock. They didn't mention him again. He was like in 2 episodes, They totally, Deathlock and Ghost Rider were totally just wasted on those shows. They didn't, they didn't do anything with them. I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., man, but they missed so many opportunities to just more flesh out these 2 obscure characters. I'm born to play Luke. I'll see you at the audition. Man, between you and me, Chaos. Yes. So yeah, I just think there was some missed opportunities on and the series ran for like 5-6 years, and I did watch almost every one of them. I think because everyone here, everyone does read comics. Yeah, I feel a lot of other shows I only trade. Yeah, I don't mind trading in comics, but if I'm not reading them, man, I feel like you're missing out. I mean, I'm a reader first, and if I can find something to flip, great later. But I'm first. I got hundreds, if not thousands, of books that are worth the paper they're printed on, and I bought them, because I love them. So yes, I appreciate you. We appreciate you.
I don't read them right away, but I will read them. I've really cut back on buying books just for the cover, man.
Mm-hmm.
Although I can still be suckered.
Oh, can't we all? Yeah, he did, Chaos. I mean, but he had like a little daughter, I think, or something, and they could have talked more about, his family. Yeah, even Janet, a non-comic book person, we were watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and they missed an opportunity to bring up, I guess, the MC, the TV, not the MC, but the TV Marvel universe. The budget was not that good, so they couldn't afford a lot of like Deathlock, special effects and stuff like that. And the flaming Ghost Rider head was probably a very expensive thing to do. The Reyes, good, it did, it did. It did blow up for a minute, and then it just died. It was just, like they're consciously saying, like, why should we help comic book sales? Yes. I mean, but I know what you're talking about too. Some channels, and I don't watch those channels, to be honest. All they care about is how much I can make for this book. How much, and they usually only have slabs. If it ain't a slab, it's not a book. It's just like
I get
an
annoyed.
investment.
I get it. I get annoyed by the people who only see comic books as an investment. So if you buy a book that's not going to be worth the amount that you bought it for 6 months, then you're a complete fool because you're wasting your money. It's like, well, some people buy books for other reasons. Not everybody's trying to get rich off comic books, man. Not everybody has to collect the way you collect.
See, you have to understand that some people are only motivated by money and profit. That's what they live for.
This
They're capitalists.
is a money
They're
sink.
born capitalists. They figure like,
I am sinking money, not making money.
Yeah, I mean, they figure if I'm not making money off something, what's the point? And that's their right to feel that way. But hey, good luck with that attitude. And I used to hang with some people who did that. I no longer hang with them. Because they were no fun. I'm talking about, I'm reading this. Yeah. But I got this slab over here, and I'm looking for this high grade. Okay, whatever, man.
Let's talk about comics. Yeah, for sure.
Yes. Yeah, it's just I want to have shows. Yo, she's not. But you know what? She's the coolest chick in the world, dude. That's why we'll all do well to have a chick like Janet, because she is awesome. And I'm here for her, and she's here for me, and everything that we do, we do together. And it's like, it's one of those things. 20 years, baby, 20 years strong. Yes, finally, community talk. I operate a loss. Yeah, tell me about it. I flipped a book the other day, and it paid for another book. And I was so proud of myself. I was like, don't forget about all those ones you're not going to be able to flip. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, what the hell, At least I got this one for free because I flipped another book to pay for it. So it's all good. Yeah, season 1 was a little. People were calling it the Accountants of S.H.I.E.L.D. at first. They were dissing it. And I said, just stick around. It's going to get better, and it did get better. And like Daisy, Quake, and Yo-Yo, the chick that could run real fast. There's a lot of good stuff on that show. But I'm gonna get back.
Do you have the full run of Not Brand X? Random question, but do you have full run 1 through 14?
I do. 1 through even the number 14 is the newest one. Yeah, I only have there's 2 covers for that one. I only have 1 cover for that one, but I have all the vintage covers, multiple copies on most of them. And whenever I find
what cover do you have for 14?
I have I want to say it's the 1 for 25 cover.
It's not Forbush on the front.
I want to say yeah, and it's probably David Nakayama did that one. I want to say I think he did that one. Yeah, so I bought that one because he did the 1 for 25. It was a really good deal on it too. So, really good deal.
Okay. All right, I'm done.
I ain't shipping so much I throw away before I sell. You ain't shipping? Oh, chaos. Funny you should ask. I recently did a video about shipping. You can find it on my channel if you go down and it's not in any category, but it's how to properly ship comic books. And I did that because I got a shipment from Bliss on Tap that was damaged, and they refunded. They replaced the books, and I even talked to the guy, and I gave him a link to the video, and he said he's gonna check it out. So I may have helped people in the future not get their books damaged. You're welcome. Don't thank me. I'll just swing away. Action's my reward. I never actually sold one of my comics, but I certainly spent more. Really? Ooh. I've sold a few. That's why I used to buy multiples.
Yeah.
I've stopped buying multiples.
You gotta
stop buying multiples.
Unless you got plenty of money, you kind of gotta sell,
You gotta at some point. And space. Because, we live in a small place, man. That's yeah. This guy saw it. Yeah, too bad about those books. Yeah, man. I cried for those books, but they did replace them. But it was one of them was like a 1 for 100 too, a 1 out of 100 limited. So that was an ouch, an owie. So now there's only 98 of them. Pirate Ship is doing wonders on saving some shipping. Pirate Ship, huh? I don't know what that is. Huh? Tacky. Oh man. Tell me about it, baby. You know what? They won't. They won't because they don't care. But you know what? It show you how much of above it all guy I am. I didn't mention peanuts one time in the whole video. So there you go. Thank you, Jack. Yes. It's a hero you need right now. Right damn now. For this time. All right, so moving on from Black Panther, go to The Sacrifices. Oh yeah, I did a review of this. This is a good book, y'all. This is something, if you missed it, you should be checking it out. This is about these people who have to sacrifice a child for every generation just to keep the planet in a state of bliss. And it's very well done. And this Beetle-like character here, first appearance was the last issue, but I've got a feeling it seems like this is like one of the darker henchmen of the people who collect the young'uns. Good book, man. Where are we? Fire and Ice, Dawn of DC. Welcome to Smallville, so it says here. Not big on Fire and Ice, but they look almost like a kind of a lighthearted superhero team. I think I have some covers. I have a Nakayama cover of Ice, the one on the left, but that's all I know about them. So it looks like they might be, they are getting their new book, and it looks like I'll be getting another Nakayama cover so I can find this one because sucker for his
That's
cover.
nice, though.
It is nice, man.
I like his style, too.
Damn, that boy can draw. Man, oh man, he's got a style. He's got a style that I just love. And Jen Bartel's doing the cover for them too. So I bet I ordered at least one of these Fire and Ice. If I didn't, I'm gonna, because it got two of our favorite cover artists doing them. And this, of course, is a old Justice League. The Justice League used to have these covers, I think, like this. This kind of the homage. Yes, it's just us. Kevin McGuire. And it's a 1 for 50, Amanda Connor. And I kind of like. It's kind of, if I can get this for like a way less than ratio, I would consider it. But this is kind of cute. With all this little stuff on here like that. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. Swan Songs, number 3. The End of the World. Is that what it's called? I think this is a book about endings, and this is a book about the end of the world. The last one was about the end of a marriage. The first one was about the end of the world proper. I don't know what they're going to do for this one here, but hey, W. Maxwell Prince can write a book about anything, and I'll buy it.
Shout out to Skip and Tosh.
Absolutely. Chaos, Tom Crean with a great Fire and Ice, and Human Target. Oh, okay. Silver Surfer is being reborn. That's what it says here.
I didn't finish Human Target, but I did like the start of it. It was fun. I like that Greg Smallwood art was nice.
If I can get my comic shop has deals on trade. Sometimes if I can get a trade for like a discount price from them, I might get that Human Target trade, because I did get a couple of covers because it was so awesome on the covers. But I didn't read any of them, so I would read a trade with this one. Is probably the best way to sit down and read a Tom King book. It would take you a whole couple of days to finish reading it because he's a very wordy guy. but it might be good because he's doing a good job on Love Everlasting. We're just on hiatus right now. So who is this? Silver Surfer Legacy. This is Ron Lim is doing a lot of the covers for this. Frank Miller's got his, though. This is the Frank Miller cover. And he's got a 1 for 100 because this is one of Frank's better covers recently, I have to say. This is because some of the stuff has not been...
A lot of people have been hating.
Well, hey, it may not look up to some people's standards, but one thing about it, Frank Miller's got juice in the industry. He's been around for a while, and he can get his on a 1 for 100 cover without even trying. I like this Ryan Brown 1 for 25. And there's another Ron Lim who's doing a bunch of covers. They're getting their money's worth out of him. He's doing the interiors and several covers. But the one I think I already ordered, if I didn't, is probably this JTC Negative Space variant here of Thanos. I think I pre-ordered. If not, I'll fandangle a way to get it somehow at some point because I like it. This is a book that I pre-ordered, Kill Your Darlings. I believe this is about, I mean, maybe you're following along still. This is about a girl who lives in a fantasy world, and she has all these imaginary characters, and I think the imaginary characters at some point start to come alive, and and they get kind of diabolical. So yeah, I know I got this one coming. I don't know if it's yeah, Love Everlasting. I'm sure it's selling terribly, but that's okay. You know,
you gotta say it. You can't say it like that. You have to say it right.
And now, Love Everlasting. Yes,
there we go.
That's my favorite. My favorite book. Well, not my favorite book. It's a book that I like a lot. I like it a lot. I like it. Frank's getting his groove. Yeah, Frank might be getting his groove back. Damien, I like that.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
I thought the Hulk cover definitely looked way better than that Wolverine one.
This issue Hulk cover did look better than the Wolverine for sure, but that was a low bar. Yeah, it did look a lot better. And this Silver Surfer looks better than that Hulk cover, so he's getting better. So Kill Your Darlings by a creative team I'm not aware of, but I got hopes for them that they might be good. And Ryan Stegman has done a B cover for them, so that's a good indication. Ryan Stegman is a writer and an artist.
Janet approves if you sing it the correct way.
Oh God. So I blame you. Yeah, so yeah, I like this. This is kind of like Chucky crazy here, you know, so we'll see.
It's a cool looking cover.
Yeah, it is very cool. And also Megan Hutchinson has a cover also that's homage to a movie that's the Walking Dead or the Evil Dead, maybe some movie that I'm not pulling right now out of the old memory banks. Not quite sure.
Man, I kind of want that V cover. I wasn't going to get this book, but I might get it now because of that V cover from Stegman.
The Stegman cover?
That thing is nice.
That Stegman cover is dope. I like that one. Look at y'all, the nasty.
There's a 1 in 50 that because it's foil. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, there was several other that was like
why it was 1 in 50.
The same cover but just in foil. Yeah. So I didn't get that. I'm liking the nasty. The nasty number 4 has come. I think it's 4 or 5 issue series. You know, it's about this guy with another imaginary friend that becomes real. Except they're making a horror movie, and it's they're in the UK. I think they're not in England, maybe in Ireland. I want to say, but they're in the UK for sure. But this takes place back in the heyday of videos, of VHS tapes and stuff like that. So, like the nasty, the book that is. All right, Per Evil. Read Per Evil number 1. That's one of those books I'm a little behind on I'm not doing as many. I'm not getting them out as quick as I'd like to. I might do a review of this one. I did read number 1. Did like it a lot. Rika Andolfo and Laura Brana are doing this. This is man. It had me wondering who's the bad guy in here, and I thought that was a good thing. I was a little confused as to who's covering for who, and who's the worst character in there. I think there might be some surprises coming. So, if you haven't read this yet, check it out.
No.
Another book that I'm loving that probably nobody else is buying is Count Dante, the unauthorized but almost not quite true story of the deadliest man who ever lived. The second issue was not a letdown, as sometimes these books are, and they came out relatively on time. So we'll see if number 3 comes out on time, because sometimes they are a little bit, just a little bit late coming out, these indie books, but I can totally understand it. Well, here it is, folks. I'm liking Of course, she quotes me on that. So here it comes. The time that we all look forward to, and let's just please forgive me, C Bizzle, if you're watching. It is time for the penultimate book. And this week, that penultimate book is called The Hunt for Skywalker. And these folks had to, God bless them, they were forward thinking enough to make their own promo. Their own promo. Yes, I didn't have to make a promo this week. I didn't have to do a trailer for them because they made their own promo. And here you go. Oh, that's scary, boys and girls. Oh, scary monster horror theater. Yes, the penultimate
Chaos
book.
says he'd rather read The Hunt for Skywalker.
For Luke Skywalker?
That's what you said, The Hunt for Skywalker instead of Skinwalker in the beginning.
Did I say Skywalker? Hey, 40 and slips, man. You try this shit. See how it works out. I'm trying to DJ all these things here. You know what I'm trying to do here. Well, work for Skinwalker. I meant Skinwalker, not Skywalker. Yes, Skywalker. Wasn't there a Star Wars book actually by that name? Or I don't know. If it was, I probably bought it and I have it down there in my Star Wars book, my Star Wars box. Yeah, a lot of people may already be familiar with the Skinwalker legend and what it's all about. This is based on true events. There's this yeah, sure, that's right. I know it, man. You get it, man. Oh, Count Floyd, Chiller Monster Horror Theater. But the Skinwalker thing, I want to say it's kind of like Free Comic Book Day and New Comic Book Day. I just want to say both of them at the same time. But the Skinwalker thing, there's a Skinwalker, they call it the Skinwalker Ranch now because of the investigation that took place of all these, these paranormal events that were happening, and people came from all around to investigate these happenings. And now the Boom Studios is turning this into a comic book. God damn, where is Skinwalker? Is it in Texas? It's somewhere in the southeast or southwest or the south.
No, it's in Utah.
Where?
I'm sorry, it's in Utah?
Utah, yeah, okay. Okay, not in the south, in Utah. Well, it's closer to me. Closer to me than Texas. But yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Zach Thompson. Yes, you're correct once again, Jack. Zach Thompson. Did I Breathe the Body? And he is the guy behind this. And he's done a lot of good stuff that I like. And hopefully this is from Boom, so I think it has no problem getting finished, unlike the brother of all men, Sky Point, that we may not ever see the light of day of unless he does like a Kickstarter. Because he also did a Kickstarter for this. Was it this? Or I think he did like a completed version, a different version of this. And now Boom is adapting it for the floppies. So maybe he'll get that other book done the same way. But man, this looks like something that us horror fans, and there's lots of us out there, will like this. So yeah, I'm definitely going to pick that up. I'm pretty sure I've pre-ordered at least the A cover. This is the B cover from Vilches, Herbie Vilches. I don't know. I'm sure it's not him, but it's just some other person that's done that. And there's a 1 for $25, which is kind of spooky, by Florentino, who doesn't have a last name or a first name. Just Florentino is what they go by, I guess. I don't know. Just going to call it that. But that looks pretty cool. Zach Thompson, old writing partner is Lonnie Nadler, who is doing this. Oh, is that right? Okay. Man, that's some good stock they come from. Yeah, that's 2 good books. The Sickness is going to be a minute coming out for. I think it's going to be one of those books like Duel. It's only going to come out quarterly, so they got plenty of time to get it ready for the next issue. That's the one that people are going to be sleeping on. I'm laying back with my my 4 or 5 copies I've got of those variant issues. But that's going to be something here. And I think Skinwalker might be good too. So that's your penultimate book for this week, y'all. And I hope that some people check it out, because it's awesome.
Penultimate.
All right.
Another one.
So, and the final book of the night is The Case of the Bleeding Wall. And this is, man, I don't have a lot on this. This is Casey Lansdale is the writer, and Joe P. Lansdale, looks like it's a family affair completing this thing, but it just looks like it's good. I got nothing to back it up. I don't I don't have any proof.
I don't have facts to back this up,
but I'm going to recommend it anyway, because I just like the way I like the cut of its jib, if you will, as the old folks used to say.
Rest in peace, Herman Cain.
I know Herman Cain. Herman Cain, I'll tell you. And with that, and the wall, oh God, yes, the bleeding wall. Oh my God. Okay, well, hey, it's a part of life. It's nature. So the wall's got to do it too.
I could have done without that.
Man, get icky when it comes to that kind of subject, but hey,
I am not I am one of those men. I'm definitely like, ooh, get me out of here.
Well, we won't even go into any more of that, but thanks for sharing, Chaos.
Good times as always.
That is all. Thank you.
Chat was popping. Taki,
everyone.
Toom, Debuzo, Jose. We had Damien in the house, man. We had a lot of folks come through here.
A lot of folks, boy. I tell you what.
Larry, Larry Love snuck in here. We had the Phils come through and say what's up. Beckerman gave us a hello before he went off to his wrestling. So shout out to 80s guy was in here. Shout out to all the homies, man. Always good to see y'all every week, man.
Good to see all of you guys and gals and folks of every kind of gender.
Spine.
That's right. Staple Spine, man. Jack, you're awesome. I look forward to seeing you and Damien down there. I'm coming down there for the show. And Jack, you're coming up here. So look forward to seeing you up here. You're coming up here. So, man, what is this? Papa Ducci. What's good? Is he fucking with you again?
Yes, he is.
Oh, come on. Thank you, Ace guy. Thank everybody. Have a great night. Man, you check out Circumstances on YouTube, Circumstances on Instagram, Scotty Vaughn.
Check out my
Instagram
haters
and YouTube.
on Instagram.
That's right. On the gram. All right. You're great, man. You are great. I love you.
Jose.
Always a great time, and we look forward to doing it next week. And hey, and with that note, we leave you with Blaze of Glory. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much.
Hall of Fame, John Denver.